Hello and welcome back. So what if I told you that in our KvK that just ended, the free-to-play KP record was just broken? Now I'm not talking overall KP, I'm talking for one single KvK. So I believe that the previous record was held by Socks. He has a YouTube channel. I will go ahead and link it in the description. He is an awesome content creator, but I think his record was just broken, and he was broken by none other than somebody in our kingdom. So I'm going to go in, show you guys his profile. This is him. His name is Das. I'm not going to try to pronounce the last half, but essentially I was able to sit him down for about a 30-minute interview and just go over his entire account, right? Commanders, marches, how much he plays, kind of like get a sense for how he plays the game, how many farms he has, right? Like how many speed ups, all the good stuff. So we're going to go through that in about a 20 to 25-minute interview that I was able to trim down. But before that, we're actually going to go into the dashboard so that you guys know that we are not lying. So why don't we hop on over? And here we are. So this is our most recent KvK. We did come out with a victory here. You can see this is the data. We were fire camp in this one. Water camp was with 1606, so it kind of makes sense that they had the most KP, and they did an awesome job. With that said, we're going to scroll down here to our individual kingdom performance for all of our members, and you can see DKP, KP wise, I'm not going to flex a little bit, but I did rank number 1, I think, at DKP, number 2 in KP, but we have Das here at number 5 at 2.956 billion kill points and over 150 million kills. Now, we stopped this data like I'd say maybe 24 hours after Zig had closed, and there was a little bit of fighting to kind of kick Water out of the Kingsland at the very end of it. So he actually did end up getting a little bit more than 3, and we're going to go over that in the interview. But this is not only what I want to highlight here, because if we scroll down even more, you're going to see something pretty incredible, which is his ability to fill with farms. Now, if you see right here, right, we go over this in the interview, but he spends a ton of time filling on his farms. This farm got 4 million deads, 2.7, 2.6, 2.7, right? Like the contribution of this player is awesome, and it just goes to show you, I mean, obviously a lot of time goes into this stuff, but the things that you can do as a free-to-play are pretty impressive. It's not all about your one account that's swarming things with 100 million power and infinite speed ups and resources. It's contribution on a kingdom scale, which I think is awesome. So with that said, we're going to kind of transition into the interview itself, and I do apologize if the quality is a little bit off. Like I said, my stream kind of got reset on my settings. I mentioned that in the community post the other day, and so this was kind of before I realized that all that had reset. So the quality might be a little different from kind of the voice that you hear now, as well as the video that you see, but either way, the message does get across, and so I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. Anyway, let's hop into it.
Yeah, this is me, Das Irrkind. Yeah, I play for almost 2000 days now. Full free to play. You see the Mina logo on top. No Minamoto.
No Mina is crazy. I didn't believe you, honestly. For like the first year that I knew you, I actually didn't believe you.
Yeah, why? Stream on Discord. I showed you, and you still sent me the flux, and I need to decline that. Like that
Yes.
was crazy. I was like, what is this for real?
Dude, gifting Flux script should not it should not give or make your Minamoto go away, but I digress. So go ahead and show me your gear and your armaments and kind of what marches you run as a free to play.
While this gonna go home, I will show you my gear. This is my first cuff set. It's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's
Like
pretty
I
good.
have, of course, crit. Um,
What do you mean, of course,
also
crit? Are
crit.
you generally lucky with your crits? Go ahead and tell the public a little bit about your luck as far as crits go.
Yeah. I never refined anything. This all first crit. Um, yeah, my cuff set is like pretty lucky. Of course the KvK weapon, Nava's control also nice to have a crit, and of course the ring. Then you will see my other sets. There are also some crits. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my
As somebody who
I
has spent way too much money on this game, seeing your crits come naturally is definitely upsetting, but it's okay.
yeah. Here's my first imp set. It's not the 4-piece because at the start I wanted just do like the best set, and I thought that the mass speed is not so important. That's why that's why I crafted the KvK weapons.
So if you were to go
Um,
back and do it again, would you get the March speed or would you craft this?
mm, I quit the KvK weapon, so if I would have not quit it, I would craft a 4-piece just for the mass speed.
Makes
But
sense.
now with the quit, there's no regret.
Yep, I
And
agree.
also I upgrade to level 4 because like I quit it and it's extra stats,
Yeah,
just nice
level
to have.
four level four is what, 4% all damage or something to the open field? It's crazy. It's really good.
Yeah, it's 4%. It's pretty good, and health ignored.
Yep.
I really like it.
Yep.
Yeah, and of course another wing quit.
Yep. All right, so
Yeah,
go ahead and show me your archers then.
yeah, Archers. Like you see, there are another good 2 quits. Of course, another wing, and
I
of
don't
course the
I don't
weapon.
understand that. It's so insane.
Yeah, I upgraded this to level 2. It's health ignored. That's why I upgraded first. Of course, the boots to level 4 for the mass speed. I plan to make level 5 and refine them. Just I want every mass speed I can get from archers. That's my next project for next KvK.
It's good. Same with your imp, I take it.
Yeah,
Yep. All right, so this
it's
is
my
your fourth set, so second cav set. Yep.
yeah non-crits. A bit unlucky, but it's okay.
You don't have the right to say that. But yeah, okay. And then your last one is the Ragnar, right?
Yeah, of course non-crits, but it's okay. I'm pretty happy with my crits that I have.
Yeah. And then in KvK, do you run five or do you eventually get to six marches with your like barb chaining and things like that? Like what's your kind of route for KvK and KvK Tech?
The problem with the 6 part is that you will need to sacrifice a lot of troop capacity for 6 March, and I don't think that's worth it for 6 March. Because as a free to play, like even if you chain a lot, like can you know last KvK, I chained for rank 1 honor,
Yep.
and I still needed to chain more to get more crystals for troop capacity.
Yeah, that's definitely
That's
crazy.
so it's not worth it in my eyes to go for 6 March. Like maybe you can go for it, but it's not worth it. And also you can't use it in zone 5 because you don't buy, like of course you don't buy crystal hash. So it's like you can't use it in zone 5. And for like per 7 fights, you need to chain, and you need to chain a lot to get a 6 March there. And then like you can only, like if you chain a bit, you can only use the 6 March in Kingsland.
Gotcha. So even if you do get a six march, it's really just not worth it as a free to play. So it's better
It's
investing in the 5 march. And speaking of the
yeah.
marches, why don't you take us through your five that you have running right now? I don't know if your Siendoc has come home yet, but well actually you know what? I think a hot topic is actually armaments. Before you show us your marches, I want to see your armaments. How do those look as a free to play player?
I would say they're decent. This is my inf. It's good. It has Hunter, 2 of these.
Wait, that's
This okay.
5.1% all damage? What?
Yeah, I got pretty lucky with the all damage here. 1.6 on this, 1.9, 1.6. It's a double, also really nice.
My
Um,
goodness. Yeah,
Still the epic one.
that's a great epic.
That's a really good epic. Also with the inscription, 0.5 not a health. It's really good. In the future, I will replace it, of course, for a better one, but at the moment, I will just keep it. Yeah, it's my set is really nice.
Yeah.
Then with R set, it's okay. The inscriptions have a lot of stats. It's okay. It's okay.
And
Can't
you
complain about
and
that.
you and you still run Liu Alex, right? So, you know,
Yeah,
and you would pretty
I
convincingly say that that's your best March with that set of gear. Um,
yeah.
yeah.
This is my William Wallace. This is trash. I
I'm editing this out of the video.
no, don't, no. I will never bench my Alex. Never. William Wallace, my 1.1 million kills. He's trash. I benched him. I played this KvK with Alex. William Wallace is trash.
So why
Don't invest in him.
why do you say that William Wallace is trash? Because my experience, right, is that he actually outperforms Alex. Situationally, I will say situationally, like Alex does better in quicker hit situations and when you're on offense and you're just dealing with cheeseburgers, etc. But for open field fighting, like my Wallace was significantly better. So maybe, right, the March speed has something to do with like a free to play aspect, right? Is it just kind of the March speed, the instant proc, your fighting style? Like why do you say that Alex is better than William Wallace for you?
I think the mass speed is really, really important because I have only one 4-piece set, and this is this set, and the other one is not 4-piece, so I miss 10% of mass speed. So if I play, like at the moment, I have my KvK set at my Liu and my Liu and with my Wagner, they have like both they have the same mass speed, so they're same fast. But if I play um, LC with William Wallace, it's like slower than my Suge.
No
That's how
way.
bad it is.
Really? Show me your talent tree with Liu. I'm curious.
This,
Dude, you got the March speed
but
on
I
there too. That's crazy.
yeah, I have the mass speed.
How is that even possible? That's crazy. I guess you just
I
got to
don't
get
know.
those level 5 boots, man. Level 5 boots and crit are super, super important.
Yeah, I will do that, but first I need to like fight Suge.
Yeah,
He's the slowest. That's
yeah, that
I will
makes sense.
quit and level 5, and then I will go for my second. Like I have them here, level 4.
Yep.
Then I will make them. He's also level 4, and then I make both 5 and quit.
All right,
Yeah,
so given that, go ahead and show me the rest of your armaments. I think you got archers and your second cav and second imp, I think. Or no,
yeah,
second
I
cav
will.
and archers, yeah.
Yeah, my archers. This is okay. It's good. I have hunter, focus fire. I don't actually know what this is, but
Patronage.
this, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I don't think Zuge is doing any healing or shielding, so it's a little awkward there, but
yeah, 3.5 health. I I will work on it, but actually I don't know what to buy with the because I have hunter on all my 4, and I have destructive on.
oh, I hear 25% gold gathering speed is really good on your CM Dog.
Yeah,
Oh no.
but there's another problem of being free to play and only gathering gems. My my cards are my worst armaments.
Those
I
are
have
your
like
that's your worst armaments right there? Ooh.
this is my first calf set armaments. The problem why it's bad is I only have hunter as an inscription. The stats are like compared to my other sets are like not that good. Yeah. This is my second. It's the same only hunter inscription, but I need more inscriptions and better sets.
Yeah, so walk us through the marches that we already or that you use. We already know that you use the Liu Alex over the Liu William Wallace. But yeah, so what do you use?
Okay, these are my marches. I run Hu with Baishi, Suge Firman, Wagner Prime with Scipio, LC with Alex, of course, and Neski with Ron.
Gotcha. And why do you run Huo with YSG? Is it because you A, just don't think William is good, or B, kind of that YSG-esque with the artifact, plus you don't have an expertise William? Like what is the situation there?
When Belly Prime was about to come out, I thought that William would get replaced. So I did not invest in him. That's why I still keep running YSG, because like at the moment it's just I will invest in him and he will just get replaced in the next cycle. So don't see it's worth it to invest in him right now.
So right now, and I think that you've done a great job. Right now, you're set up perfectly to where the new Cav is going to come out, and then you just replace that YSG, right? Like that's kind of what you're thinking.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Yeah.
And if the next Cavs for some reason are shit again, I think I will invest in William.
Gotcha. And your
Just makes I
William, if my memory is correct, is still 5551, right? Like that's what your William is?
think it's 5-3 something, maybe even worse. Let's see, where is he? It's 2-5-1-1.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if I'd recommend backwards investing into William at this point, but I there's no way this next
Yeah,
Cav doesn't replace William. I mean, look, William's very good, but I'd be very shocked. I'd be very shocked.
yeah. Only can see my gorget, that's the top left.
Yep, 224.
What left, yeah. Um,
And so
this,
walk me through so now this is going to get into kind of the analytical and the statistical version or portion of this video. Like walk me through your speed ups, your resources, your kills that you got this KvK, your goal per KvK, right? Just things that you do normally that like make your account what it is, right? So go ahead and show me like your resources, your speed ups, etc., and just kind of how you generate those.
okay, of course you can see my resources are a bit low after this KvK. This is nice, you can now see this thing. I still have a lot of resources on my back, and these are not calculated with, I think these ones are not calculated in the statistics,
Yeah, that is correct.
so it's actually a bit more than that. You can see I open a lot of food this KvK, and not a lot of woods. I mainly opened food and gold, but that's okay. Like that's what the back is for.
Yep.
And then my speed ups looking pretty decent. The
Much more than I have. Yep. And
lot
so
of training.
So how do you have this amount of speed ups? Like what was your kind of plan going into this KvK? Like how much did you spend this KvK? And honestly, how do you generate so much?
I healed a lot. I think I hit over 100 million T5. First, I don't spend on 20 gold at the event. The only time I train troops is for Bastion quest in KvK. That's the only time I train troops. Not even for Zenith, the 1 million power, I don't train that because I don't need the gold heads. A lot of 1 minute and 5 minutes. That's why it's because I chain a lot. Just this KvK I did not chain much because last KvK was really draining with chaining.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Just
work. Like
chained.
time in and time out. Like if you actually want to place top 20 honor, you have to be chaining probably at least 6+ hours a day. Like it's a lot of work to get top 20 honor.
Nah, top 20 is not even that much. If you chain with more, I chain with 5 matches.
Okay, so you chain with 5 marches, which is yeah, which is different.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why it's top 20 is easy, but I last KvK, I did go for top 1.
yep, I remember.
So it was way too much. I chained in Kingsland for like 5 days, 8 to 10 hours with 6 marches and a 25 expansion on.
Yeah, I'm sitting here, I think currently ranked 2 and it's a lot of work too and I just kind of want to sleep. So now that we're kind of going over your autarchs and kind of your performances, go over how you got the kind of KP that you did, your deaths, your heals, right? Compared to a lot of other kingdoms, right? Like 1606, which is an Imperium and kind of a big name. So just describe that experience.
I can see on my heal points and kill points, I traded positive, but not that much. Because, like, of course, fighting 606 as a low A is hard. A lot of bad trades, but it was like you need to do what you need to do to win Kingsland.
Indeed. And so how much KP total did you get? Like what was your final number? So now this Autark leaderboard, to the people who don't know, closes once the Zig is actually captured, but we actually had some fighting after the Zig is captured. So what is kind of your highest KP goal and what did you actually achieve this KvK?
So this KK I did 3.05 billion KP. Don't know the exact number of kills because I noob and I forgot to do a screenshot of my kills before the KvK.
Gotcha.
So
But
wait,
yeah,
I can
but
send you
three,
later the
w-
picture of my KvK before
yeah, which would be
because
good.
that's not updated from you know.
Yeah. And I think that the correct me if I'm wrong, right? But the dashboard does show you total T4 plus T5 gain, and I know that we did a small scan after that as well. And fighting still occurred after that. But either or, right? The total record was, I believe, done by Sox, right? Which was 2.5 billion KP in a KvK, and then this was
Mm.
broken, which was this new record, which is about three, if not a little bit more than 3 billion KP done by a free to play, and not in an Imperium Kingdom, which is pretty impressive. So,
Yeah, it's harder to fight against an Imperium if you're not Imperium. And the
yep,
trades are way worse if you fight a strong opponent.
absolutely. And my last question for you here before we wrap up is obviously to do this requires a lot of farms, a lot of resources. We've seen your speed ups, but talk about your farm contribution, not only the resources, but the deads you got in KvK. So walk me through that.
Yeah, can pull this up later. It's I post in the battery pots channel. I think I got around 17 million T4 deaths on my farms, and around I think 13 million kills combined on 9 farms. Like I'm big farm filler. I built
So
9 farms.
did you just say 17 million deads on your farms?
Yeah, 17 million T4
That
deaths.
yeah, that is unreal. And I'm a big farm player, right? And it is the meta, right? Have a bunch of small farms, fill the farms or fill the flags with farms, but 17 million is pretty ridiculous. So that's pretty insane. So how many farms did you say you had?
I filled with 9 currently, and I've 24 farms combined.
24 farms. And how often do you log into these farms? Like what is your daily routine? Is it just once in the morning, once at night, or do you play them? Do you do barb forts? Like what is your strategy to be self-sufficient?
I know with the new level 8 nodes in Homekiller, I don't know how much I will log in. I think 4 or 5 times a day on my farms in Homekiller and in KvK, I think 3 times a day. And I did barb forts last KvK. This KvK at the beginning a bit with my farms, but now I don't see the point doing barb forts with 24 farms
Yeah,
because
especially in
you will
home kingdom, right?
generate
Yeah.
yeah you will generate enough resources, and it's not worth my time to do barb forts on my
Yeah,
farms. I would rather Shane on my main.
and also you play on one device, right? So every time you know, join a barb fort on your farm, right, you have to swap to another farm, which is just super time consuming and a drain, right?
Yeah,
Unless I'm incorrect, but
I actually play on 2 devices on my iPad. Also, like I fight on iPad, not PC. This maybe also because iPad is better, at least for me.
fair enough.
Um, Also, that's why I farm filled so much because I play on two devices on my phone and my iPad. It's just much easier to farm fill. Like everyone that wants to farm fill should play on 2 devices.
I,
Always has his main open.
yeah, I agree, and I do something similar where I play on four devices, I guess technically. But I'm so distracted, and usually two of those devices are taken up by streaming. So, um, and that's why two of my farms got zero this KvK, and it is what it is. But you know, it's fine, and you continue to farm fill regardless because it is what makes 1981 super powerful. So,
True.
with
Can
that,
also show it's
yeah. So the deads are pretty good, and you know, this is not necessarily part of the account review here, but you can see that as a kingdom, right, we farm filled very, very well. We had more T4 deads than T5 deads. Clearly, we used infantry as a garrison, and we just stuffed all of our imp garrisons with T4 imp. So we did super well. So with that said, are there any last kind of comments that you'd like to have? Shout outs to the people, shout outs to the community, free to play or otherwise, or even members of this KvK, right? that you'd like to kind of give a special word to?
Okay, I will want to shout out the 1981 players that also did a great performance. You can see Big Kane. I will skip Fake. Slick did really great. Redskins, like you, like is me. Bully, a lot of people, fans, oder Pistol Piece, also really young accounts. Sam, Sam also, he did great. I, I'm really happy to have him here. Um, he's on, he was on New Migrants. Sleepy Bear, really happy to have him here. Like I can scroll down and down like all 1981 players. I'm really proud of. We did a great performance. Um, yeah, then another shout out to all the Germans. The German
Fair enough.
community 1981. Oops.
I'd almost say too large of a community in 1981 now, but it is what it is.
Okay. Only the good Germans are here.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, with that said, man, I appreciate you taking the time and recording this video with me. Now Sox is in 1960, I believe, right? And he has a KvK coming up. So I don't know how long your record is gonna stand. So might go back and forth a little bit, because they're gonna have a fun KvK coming up. So looking forward to the competition between you two going forward. And honestly, anyone else who decides to challenge that title for most KP, buy a free to play in one single KvK. But for now, at least for the next few weeks, it is in your hands. So congratulations and thank you for coming on the stream and this video
It
today.
was a pleasure.